Shalom Aleichem, everybody. Welcome for coming and joining. Bruchim Haboyim. We're finishing up now the Pinchas, because we had a malfunction in the camera last time, and the last 8 minutes went black because of malfunction in the memory of the camera. So let's finish up Pinchas, then we go to Matos and Masay. So we said right before we finished the report went black, we said that when they counted the Bnei Yisrael, the second time there was 603,730. But 40 years before were 603,550. And the second one was 601,700. So there's a difference of 1,820. And 1,820 is a mystical number, very mystical number, 1,820. The difference of population in the 40 years is 1,820 males, men from 20 to 60. So what do we have to know that for? Because it's very mystical, I'll tell you why. Hashem's name, Yud-Kei Vav-Kei, is 1,820 times in Tanakh. Ayin Ponim La Torah, there's 70 ways to explain everything in the Torah, and every word in the Torah is an expression of Hashem's name. And Hashem's name is Yud-Kei Vav-Kei, 26. 70 times 26 is 1,820. The first word in the Torah is 1,820. Not in Gematria, in Miloi. Write it out. Beis, Reish, Aleph, Shin, Yud, Tav is 1,820. Tell you another thing. The Kohanim bless us. The first word of the first sentence is Yivarecha, and the last word is V'yishmerecha. That's when they have to move their hands. Yivarecha and Yishmerecha. Those two words. The second sentence, Yoer and Chibichoneka, the first and last words. And the third sentence, Yisa and Shalom. Exactly, the gematria of those 6 words is 1,820. There's more things. So what's with the 1,820? So in Mitzvah Katan, if you take away the 0 and you add up the digits, 1,820, you get 9, the 2 is 11, and your Mitzvah Katan of 11 is 1 and 1 is 2. So it all comes down to Hashem and Yisrael. As I told you many, many times, the first word, Rosh Hashanah, stands for Barishono Ro Elokim Sheyikablu Yisrael Torah. Rosh Hashanah is gracious. That's why he made the world. So there should be anybody. Everyone had feature on it. He said Avram was the one that jumped on it, understood that the force behind all the forces is an invisible force. So it all is Yisrael and Hashem, really. To be Hashem, it could have been any nation. Avram chose. He had 2 other brothers. They were equal. He chose to discover this invisible force. That is the force behind all the forces. All forces. He controls the forces. Shem Tzvokos. He has the Shem of all the forces of nature. Interesting, right? But we say there's 3 primary entities in the world. Yisrael, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Yisrael, and V'Raisa. Yisrael, V'Raisa, Kitchu B'Richu, 3 is 1. Yisrael, V'Raisa, Kitchu B'Richu, Chadu, it's 1. So the Christians took that from us, Trinity. 1 is 3, 3 is 1. Took it from us. Took everything from us. The Lulav, they do it on Easter. And the baptism is mikveh. And the tall hat that the Pope wears, that's from the Kohen Hedyot. Purple. They wear purple garments. That's what it's based. The Mishkan is made out of purple, different colors. Anyhow, so when you say Yisrael V'Raisa V'Kitchu B'Richu Chadu, 3 is 1. Also, Avos Avram Yisrael Yaakov is 1. Avos and Torah Nevi'im Kesubim is 1. Olam Hazeh, Olam Haba, Tchias HaMeisim is all 3 is 1. So anyhow, why could Yisrael and Hashem gave the Torah to Yisrael, and if we behave ourselves, the whole world benefits. If we mess up, the whole world suffers. Because we know, Ein Paroni is Bola Olam Ela B'Shvil Yisrael. It's all our fault, and all the goods are credit. So Yisrael, Hashem and Yisrael and Hashem, you can study Hashem through the Torah. You can study Yisrael through the Torah. What kind of laws do these people have? which means Yisrael is Yisrael because of the Torah, and Hashem is Hashem because He gave the Torah. Anyhow, so that's 1820. Now let's go quickly and finish up the parasha because this is a continuation of the video that went there. Now we bring korbanos. Yadav Hashem Moshe Leim B'Tzavis B'nei Yisrael V'Omartu Aleim V'Omartu 9 letters. V'Omartu Aleim. We're going to discuss 9 different times to bring korbanos every day. Korban Tamid, and then it says Shnayim Layom Tamid. Shnayim Layom 2 every day. 365 twice is 730, and Shnayim Layom Tamid is 730. Shin Lamed Tov. It says Shnayim Layom Olo Tamid. I know, but in another place it says the word same pasuk without the word Olo. Shnayim Layom Tamid 2 every day is 730. Or you can say the word right before it. Tamimim Shnayim Layom. 2 of them perfect every day. Tov Shin Lamed also 730. Then we go to the Shabbos, Yom HaShabbos, 2 sheep, because everything in Shabbos is double, 2 challahs, 2 lights minimum, Shomer V'Zochar. Then to go to Rosh Chodshechem, your Rosh Chodesh. Why do you say Rosh Chodesh? Why Rosh Chodshechem? Just like the moon light goes stronger and it goes down, and sometimes it disappears. Yisrael's the same way. Sometimes you have great moments, sometimes you have low moments. We go through phases. Also, just like the moon gets its light from the sun, we get our light from the Torah. We reflect on the world, what we learn. Rosh Chodshechem, your Rosh Chodesh. And then we go there to the Yom Tovim, Pesach, and then Shavuos, Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, Sukkot. Then we get to the end, to Shmini Atzeres, which is the last Yom Tov, because when you say Shmini Atzeres, you say Shechianu, and the wife, when she benches lips, she says Shechianu, it's a Yom Tov B'fnei Atzmo, it's a separate Yom Tov, so why do you call it Shmini Atzeres, the 8th day? If it's separate. Whole machlokas about that. When the Bnei Yisrael came to, when they celebrated Sukkot, they were very, very happy and were mispalel for the Goyim every day of Sukkot, because in the first day of Sukkot they brought 13 bulls, and the second day 12, and 11, and 10, and 9, and 8, and 7. 7 days we got down to 7. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. He added it up as 70. We're mispalim for the Kiyam, the Umas Olam. They shouldn't go to waste. They should return to Hashem. And it says there, any nation that doesn't come to Yerushalayim, any representative of any government doesn't come to Yerushalayim for Sukkot, Hashem will get rid of them. And they will have no rain at all, and they'll die out. Egypt never has rain. What do you say about that? Well, the Nile overflows every 14 days and floods the land, so that won't happen either. Any nation that doesn't come to Yerushalayim once a year, Sukkot will not survive. So we're to pray for the Goyim. So if Shmini Atzeres is the day after the 7th, so if you went down for 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, you should go to 6 for Shmini Atzeres. And you don't, you go to 1 bull, 1 ram. So Yontif B'fnei Atzma, because Hashem said after 7 days all the Ummos HaOlam must go home, and then He says, but you're my family, and you stay 1 more day. Kasha alai pri daschem. It's difficult for me to see you go. Spend another day. So we bring 1 bull, 1 ram for the one Yisrael, the Am Hanivcha. We bring 1 bull on the 8th day, one ram, because that's an Am Hanivcha. There's you nation. So we finished that. Shmini Atzeres. It's Yontif B'fnei Atzmo, but it's part of Sukkot. Atzeres Tiyeh Lachem. And they don't even have a name for it. They called it the 8th day. Atzeres Tiyeh Lachem. Atzeres. Otzar means hold yourself back from not violating Yontif. Otzar, Atzura means a block. Don't violate Yontif. But what's the mitzvah? None. There's no mitzvahs on Shmini Atzeres. No sukkah, no sleeping in sukkah, no shaking lulav, nothing. Shmini Atzeres. What should you do? Nothing, it says. Only by Yisach Sameach. Be very, very happy. That's why we dance around. Second day Shmini Atzeres, we call that Simchas Torah. We dance around with that's the mitzvah, just Simcha. After Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, and Sukkot. Finally, you're so happy you come to Madrega of Tshuva Me'av, or Yom Kippur, or Tshuva Me'ira. Isn't that interesting? There's another Yom Tov called Atzeres, and also has no Yom Tovim. Shavuos. Also has no mitzvahs. There's no mitzvahs in Shavuos. Eating, milking is a minig. Staying up all night is a minig. There's not one mitzvah in Shavuos. How could you pick one mitzvah on the day you got the Torah? You learn all night to show you love the Torah, but that's a minhag. There's no mitzvahs on Shavuos. Otzar, keep yourself back from doing Aveira. That's it. Just keep basically Yom Tov Dinim. Shavuos is Atzeres, and Shmini Atzeres Atzeres. Both have no mitzvahs. Shavuos has no mitzvahs because the whole Torah was given. Which one could you pick? And Shemini Atzeres has no mitzvahs. You already did everything. Simchas Torah with the lulav and he took it with the lulav and the esrog and they're sitting in the sukkah. And now it's only be happy. From Shavuos, they were in dread for 3 days that God's going to speak to them. And there's no mitzvahs. Hachana, getting ready, that is the biggest mitzvah in life, getting ready for what you're going to get. If you come into Shabbos without appreciating Shabbos and it's just a day off from work, you're going to come into Shabbos half an hour before you and you're going to run the shul. You don't do any hachanas to set your mind up. What am I about to do? I'm going into a day of rest because God said I should rest. And He's the Creator and I believe in Him. Or when you come to daven, you don't think, you just mumble the words. Of course you have no feeling. It doesn't mean nothing to you. You're not realizing that 3 times a day these are the main times of the day where you call and address the Creator in second person. Or chato, not atem, you. Like you would talk to a king, thou. Or to a Rabbi. What does my Rabbi want? No, you say to Hashem, you. Because He's your only friend you have when you're really down and out. That's all you have is Him. It's a personal thing, and you don't get trepidation when you walk into a shul. You play with your cell phone in a shul when you moment you touch that mezuzah till you need, you not say one word devar b'teilim or talk to anybody, especially with tefillin or chas v'shalom, or drink something or eat something. You don't think about it. You have no feeling. And like the Chaim said to my father, and when he was there, 1929, 30. He said, what's going to be when, how did the mun taste? He said, well, Gemara said, whatever you thought, that's what it would taste. Suppose you didn't think, he said, it wouldn't taste. He said, nothing. Just like IUV, intravenous, you get live on the hospital, in the emergency, in the IC for weeks, a month, and you don't have any feeling, but you're keeping it, you have to lie by the ICU. By the intravenous, So he said, what if the Mashiach comes and you don't think about it and prepare yourself? He said, it'll be nothing. Most people say, very nice, let them go to Israel. They won't. If you don't have hachana, preparation for why you're doing something, you're not going to have appreciated it. Same thing over here. If you don't understand that Shmini Atzeres is the day you're leaving Hashem, the last day with you and Him together. Kosher I plead Daskim. It's hard for me to leave you. And you'll feel the love of Hashem. Don't think about it. You won't feel anything. Like you don't think about the man that doesn't taste. You don't think about Mashiach. It wouldn't impress you. You don't think about davening. It means nothing. It's a bunch of wasted time for you, and you have to rattle off the words. And you're looking at your watch because you have no achana. The main thing is achana. That's why. By the way, Rosh Chodesh in the Seder has a name, and Shabbos has a name. The Pesach doesn't have a name. It says not in the beginning, it says on the first day of the 7th month, the first day, the 15th day of the first month, you got to eat some, make a chag, make a korban Pesach. Doesn't have a name, you know why? Because when they got out of it, no, I'm sorry. It does say Pesach, Chag HaMatzos. Shavuos has no name. It says Yom HaBikurim, bring the Bikurim. What about the day you have the Torah? Not the Torah about no, because the Pesach to Shavuos was a hachana preparation. So the main thing is not Shavuos, it's hachana for getting the Torah. You know what you're getting? God is speaking to you the only time in history millions of you will come to be Him. Not in your sleep. Not when they're laying on the ground like Moshe standing up. So the hachana for Shavuos is getting out of Mitzrayim, physical resurrection. Now you have physical freedom. Now you're spiritual Exodus. You got a new agenda called the Torah. You don't need a name. Hachon is the main thing. It's the 49th day after Pesach. And that's called Shavuos. That's why it does the Yom Shavuos. It says Yom HaBikurim. Yeah, but what about Shavuos? Yom Matan Torah. Then you get to Rosh Hashanah. It says the first day of the 7th month. Don't you say Yom Dihadin, Yom Rosh Hashanah? No way. Because you have Chodesh Elul preparing, and once you prepare, then Rosh Hashanah means something. And then Yom Kippur doesn't have a name. In this week's Parsha, it's called the 10th day. Torture yourself. Don't eat. Once you have a name, because you have a series made Tshuva, that you can take yourself out of the book of Mason to go to the book of Chaim. The preparation is more important than Yom Kippur, because if you didn't prepare, you're not going to make it on Yom Kippur. And then Sukkot doesn't have a name. Look in the Sedra, it says the 15th day. I don't know. You sit in the Sukkah. It doesn't say Sukkot, because 4 days after Yom Kippur, you find that which was Tshuva Meira, now you come to Tshuva from Avo. It's preparation, 4 days. Now it's even Shmini Atzeres. It's 8th day after you went to Truma Simcha. There's no name, you call it 8th day. Because now you went through such intense Simcha. Now, this is the result. Then God sends all the going home, and you stays with you. You went from intense Simcha to this great moment. The preparation was there. It's his 8th day. It happened to be Yom Bifnasim, but it's 8th day, it's the climax. All right, let's go finish this up. And then we're finished with the Parshas Pinchas, and the last sentence is Vayomer Moshe al Bnei Yisrael. Exactly as Shetziva Hashem as Moshe, what God commanded Moshe. And why doesn't it say Vayomer Hashem al Moshe Kechol as Shetziva Hashem also him? Because he's an honor. He said God, but he talks to him about himself like a third person as Moshe. Rav Sham Shafal here says this is the end of the Masorah. There is no more laws given at all. This is the end. Matus and Maseh is about a neder. If you want to make a neder or a shua, that's up to you. That's not a demand. So therefore, the end of, look at Hirsch, the end of the Masorah is right here, because Kechol means exactly like everything they were taught, Parshas Pinchas and all the Gemara, Mishnah and Mishnayos, he told them everything. This is the end of the Masorah. 5 pages later we see about kill out Midian. Yeah, because they said it already, last week's Parsha, they're going to have to be killed. That was the Azhara. And now comes the mitzvah, kill, but there's no new ideas from this moment on. And isn't it interesting, from this moment on, there's no more Haftorahs that have to do with the Seder. From this last Shabbos, which was Pinchas, the Haftorah Pinchas is after Shivas V'Tammuz, we start reading the Shlosha, the Paranusa, the 3 Haftorahs, and talk about trouble. And then after Yom Kippur we read Shiva the Nechemta, 7 of the Chama, 7 3 is 10. Then after Rosh Hashanah to Yom Kippur read 2, Tiyufta, Shtayim of Tiyufta, Shuva, Shuva Yisrael, the Shabbat reading Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur. Where's the other one? Yeah, the day after Rosh Hashanah, it's Shon. Tzom Gedalia, you say, Dir Shu Hashem, 2 Haftorahs of Tshuva. So you got 3, 7, and 2, which is 10, 12, which is 3 months. So from 3 months from now, it's going to be the end of Sukkot, Simchas Torah. So for these 12 Haftorahs, they have nothing to do with the Parsha. There's 54 Parshas, and 12 of them has nothing to do with the Parsha. It's called Me'ein HaMa'orah, what happened to us this time of the year, Shivas V'Tammuz, to the end. So we read 12 Haftorahs, 3 of them, we've read the first one already, Shlosha de Paranusa, Shiva de Nechemta, Shtayim de Tiyufta, and no more Haftorahs that have connection with the Parsha. And Hirsch says, like here, this is the end of the Masorah of new dinim, that never, everything else is old. And Rabbi says, Zay Gezun, and hope you tune in the next video, which is on Matos Maseh.